Dave the Pickup Artist. Hello, DC. Hope everybody's doing well this Friday evening. I got some pretty decent pickups this week. And so let's get right to it. I been looking for the first Tangerine Dream album forever. I like the early Tangerine Dream albums, and I haven't been able to find their first album for under $30. Until the other day, like everybody else, I got up in the morning and first thing I did is I checked my want list, and they had a copy for $8. Not only that, it was near mint, brand new. So I snagged that up. This is Tangerine Dream Electronic Meditation. And yeah, this is a brand. It's actually, first off, Guitar House of Tulsa is a record dealer. If you're in Tulsa, or just check out their online site. They've got great deals, obviously. But yeah, this is their Tangerine Dream's first album. And it is a great album, too. If you like space rock, if you like ambient, if you like psychedelic, there's a lot of fuzz guitar on here, which you wouldn't find on the later Tangerine Dream albums. But yeah, this is fantastic, to coin a phrase. Yeah. Next, I'm going to get their second one, but yeah, it was really great to pick this up. And it's on the label. But yeah, that may be the pickup so far, the pickup of the year. Filling in holes in my David Bowie collection. Trying to get all of the ones from the 60s up until the 80s. The 90s and on, it's hit or miss. I'm not too concerned about this, but I needed this one. This is a great Bowie album. It's got some of his greatest vocal performances. We got Changes, Oh You Pretty Things, Life on Mars is on here also. I'm glad to finally get this one in my collection.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah. And another one that I needed was Low. I used to have this on 8-track, I believe, back in the 70s when it came out. It didn't sell a lot of copies, so it ended up in the discount bins at Woolworths.
These nuts.
Now, this album is part of the David Bowie Berlin trilogy.
Holy Jesus.
David was living in Berlin. He tried to escape the drug culture of LA, where he was previously living. So he went to Berlin, where heroin was everywhere. So yeah, this was the first of the Berlin trilogy. Now, before this, Bowie was just made the Man Who Fell to Earth, the Nicholas Roeg film, and Bowie was under the impression that he was going to be selected to do the soundtrack too. But Nicholas Roeg, the director, didn't want Bowie to do the soundtrack for whatever reason, and he gave John Phillips the soundtrack duties. And I don't know.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
But what happened was, part of what Bowie recorded for the soundtrack ended up on here. The first track on side 2, which I can't pronounce, was a instrumental that Bowie recorded for the movie. It didn't end up in the movie, unfortunately. I think it would have been better than John Phillips, although I've not heard the soundtrack. yeah, this is a great album. A lot of people think this is his best album. I don't know. It may be. But, yeah, this is Eno was on this. His fingerprints are all over this. The guitar player was Carlos Alomar. And, yeah, great. Great to add that. He hit up a thrift store today. Local thrift store. About 5 miles from here. I hadn't been there in a couple weeks. I'm glad I ducked in. Found a couple new booths that opened up, and I made some purchases. The first I got was the Blue album.
Holy
Beatles.
Jesus.
I've been trying to get this on
What the
vinyl.
fuck is that?
I don't want to pay full. I don't pay full price for vinyl. So I held off getting this, but I found it today for $8. Pretty good copy. Little water damage there, but for $8, it's better than paying $30. But yeah, it's great. There's the label, and this came with an interesting insert. These, for your information inserts on where you could get all of the Beatles. This is 73, this album came out. And they're giving us information on where to get the Beatles solo albums on, cassette or 8-track or whatever you fancy. I don't know if this album ever came with a poster. If anybody knows if it did, I'd be interested to find out, but there wasn't a poster included. But I'm glad. I previously did have that on cassette. A copy of that. The Beatles were from England.
You are fake news.
Next, I found Blue Oyster Cult. On Your Feet or On Your Knees. This is the Cult's first live album. I think it's 70, mid-70s, I think. 2 LP. What's really cool about this is, well, first it's got a cool insert of the band. And it's a double album, of course. Look at this inner cover. You got the band playing in front of what looks like a bunch or an audience full of devil worshippers or cultists.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, glad to finally pick this up. I have heard it. I actually like their second one, Some Enchanted Evening, better than this, but this is very good also. They were a little bit more polished on their second album. And finally I found this, Fat Mattress 2.
You're a lying dog-faced pony
I
soldier.
think this is like $3. Yeah, $5 I paid for this. This was Noel Redding's post Jimi Hendrix Experience band. And it is a promo copy. This has also got a pre-Nirvana Dave Grohl in the band. But yeah, this is great. Prog, Psych. Here's the white label. Atco. It's great. Yeah, Prog, Psych. Really good album. I listened to it, and yeah, it's great. It's kind of like Poco Harum-ish, maybe. But yeah, glad to find that. And yeah, so it was a good week as far as pickups. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. How could you not have a great weekend? Take care, everyone.